What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz, the man. Thank you for being here with me. You know, we live in a very sensitive world where you can't even have your own opinion without someone thinking you are a villain or something. You can't even express yourself or express your mind without someone judging you and making their opinion fact. Everyone has a problem with everyone's thinking and their actions. They call it PC culture, right? Everyone just so sensitive. So as I stay on that sensitive topic today, I'm gonna give y'all some insight into the men that are most sensitive to your words. Now, when I talk about this, I'm talking about your man. I'm not talking about some random guy on the streets. I'm talking about your man, because this is the most important man to you. As y'all know, I created this channel for my two younger nieces so that when they become of age, they will understand men better, coming from the perspective of their uncle. And I believe this is an important thing that all women should know, which are the types of guys that are most sensitive to the ones that matter the most, their woman. Being sensitive does not mean you're weak. Being sensitive does not mean you're less of a man or emotional or feminine, or men tell other men that they are girly because they are being too sensitive, because they are telling people how they feel. Oh, that's a woman trait. I've heard it all. But I am here to tell you that is toxic thinking. I will always tell you to speak what's on your mind, in the right way, of course, because when you hold things in, that's cancerous. People need to understand that. When you hold things in, that thing can kill you. It could be a slow death. It could drain all of your energy. All right, let me stop because I'm about to make a whole nother video. Let me stay on topic. But before I start, make sure you subscribe, follow me, like, comment, share this video, and tell me what you think in the comment section below, all right? Let's get to it. The first type of man that I want to talk about, one that is very sensitive to his woman's words, is a man who's putting it all on the line to impress you. Now, this type of man sometimes, and most times, will sacrifice his own dignity to attract you, to make himself look better to you. I've seen a lot of men do some wild things, out of character things, to impress another woman. I'm talking about do things that he would never do, because I know the guy. And I'm just sitting here like, bro, what are you doing? This is not who you are. I know you. But the man who is steadfast on impressing you without putting himself in consideration and how he looks is super sensitive to your words. Because when you invest your all into something, and even sacrificing yourself and how you look, sacrificing your dignity and your moral to impress someone else, and they do not give the feedback that you're looking for, the energy that you're wanting, you're getting no ROI, return on investment, who wouldn't be sensitive to that? Imagine giving your all to someone and they reject you. And now you're sitting there with pie on your face. That is never a good look. Therefore, this man will be sensitive to the things you say, because if it contradicts or it goes against what he's trying to do with you, he's going to feel like a failure. When trying to impress someone, you should always remain yourself. That's one thing, one law that I will always tell dudes or people in general. Remain yourself, because once you lose yourself and try to get someone else, you've already lost. All right. So another type of man that I'm going to bring up that is most sensitive to your words is a man who is dependent on his outwardly prowess. Macho men. Yeah, let me show you how much of a man I am. Look at me. Look at what I have. I'm ready to fight this guy just to show you how strong I am, even though this guy did nothing to you. There are dudes out there who are dependent on how they look. They are dependent on their macho-ness. They are dependent on all the visual aspects to show you that they are a man, a superman. And some men will still do this even if they are already in a relationship with you. This type of man is very sensitive to your words because he does not want to hear or accept anything that will penetrate his aura of manliness. He cannot accept anything that you would say that would put a crack in his macho-ness, because one weakness that macho men have is that they depend so much on how they look that they are lacking on what's inside of them. Once you break that shell, they're all fluff in the inside, or it's not as developed as they would like it to be. A lot of macho men are not as macho as they want it to seem. Therefore, this type of man is almost scared to go against a woman that is strong or very smart or intelligent or knows how to break down people with their words. They don't want to face anyone that is well versed or someone that can see through all their macho-ness, because that person can shut them down. If how you look, your prowess, your macho-ness is all you have, and if someone was to break that down, like I said earlier, you have nothing on the inside that can redeem you. If you are not developed on the inside, nothing that you show on the outside really matters. Another type of man that is super sensitive to your words is the good old narcissist. We all know how narcissists roll. They want control. But let yourself have the audacity to show that you believe in yourself, that you are strong, that you are intelligent. To have the audacity to speak to a narcissist is a sin in their eyes. You are breaking their law. Narcissists are super sensitive to your words because your words are a reflection of the power you have. Your words are the reflection of how intelligent you are. Your words are the reflection of you. Your words, the things you speak on, the things you speak of, are a product of what you have inside and here. So if you say anything that goes against a narcissist, if you say anything to make him mad, if you say anything to disrupt his control of you, he will despise that. Another thing with narcissists is that they have this false sense of perfection. So if there are any words that are told to them that goes against that perfection that they have of themselves, they will reject it. They are sensitive to anything that goes against what they believe in themselves. And they have a lot of belief in themselves, unfortunately. The next type of man that is sensitive to your words is a know-it-all, because know-it-alls know it all. And how dare you tell them that they're wrong? They know it all. Who are you? I remember I had an argument with a know-it-all at my previous job, and he was the dude that would go around the office thinking he's the best worker in the world. Mind you, we were on the same level. I wasn't a manager, neither was he. He would always kiss up to the manager and try to manage everyone that was on his level, and it used to always annoy not only me, but everyone in the office. And he would come to us and he would tell us the things we should know. He would bestow all the knowledge that he had on us, even though we didn't ask. He just wanted to prove how much he knew. And one day he said something that was so wrong. It was so incorrect, like not valid at all. And I let him know. I did it in a very professional way, but even though I was professional, he still took it as if I cursed at him because I showed him he was wrong. And it was factual. I had numbers to back it up, and he did not know how to take that. Instead of acknowledging the proof that I showed him that he was wrong, he could not take it. He was so sensitive to the truth. How are you sensitive to the truth, brother? I'm trying to help you so you don't go out here in this world spewing your wrongness. But know-it-alls have this sense of perfection as well. They don't want to be wrong, even in the face of truth. So being with the guy who is a know-it-all is always going to try to show all of his intelligence on you, but no one knows everything. And you'll know a know-it-all because they will have a strong rejection of correction. Craziness. Another type of man, and this is an interesting one, that is super sensitive to your words is an idolizer. Yes, an idolizer. There are men who idolize too. Most of the time when you bring up idolizer, you think of fans, like super fans, stans as they call, like the Beehive and the Nicki Minaj crowd and the, you know, the Rihanna crowd, Taylor Swift crowd. Like that's what you think of when you think of idolizers. I'm not judging on any of these groups of fans or stans or anything like that. What I'm making it known is that there are huge groups of idolizers out there that will tell you off if you speak a single derogatory or negative word towards their idol, which is craziness to me. I remember my ex was a huge Beyonce stan, and I remember we were talking about something, I think her music or whatever, and I said Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer of all time, and her reaction was nuts. You should have saw her face. I wish I was a fly on the wall. She did the Exorcist head spin. You would have thought I said something insane, and she went off on me. Beyonce, da 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 da. She's the greatest of all time. How could you ever say that? I got numbers to prove it. Name one Michael Jackson album better than her. Like she was going crazy, and I was just sitting there like, bro, I don't care. I'm just saying, like, an opinion. Why are you so sensitive to this? But the same energy applies to these idolizing men. If you are with a man who idolizes someone or something, they will fight you tooth and nail, even though you are their woman. Like, did you forget who you're in a relationship with? You're not in a relationship with your idol. We're in a relationship. Be careful with idolizers because there is a great delusion there, and that delusion can hurt you. I've heard a lot of horrible stories where people killed someone over an idol. That idol don't even know they even exist. There are people willing to hurt you. There's been people that got killed at sports arenas for sports games, for sports teams, which is absolutely insane. Idolizers are sensitive to the things you say, especially about their idols. All right, so I hope this video was informative to y'all in understanding the mind of men, and in this case, men who are sensitive to your words. I hope this was a help to you in some way, and I will see you at my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.